Hello everybody, and we're about to continue our Let's Play series of Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's see where our adventure is going to be taking us next. I believe in our last episode we started exploring the Hunter's Lodge and actually started talking to Talana, who's going to be like mentoring us to some degree. And we found out that the head of the lodge is kind of a jerk. So hopefully we can kind of tell him off at some point. That would be kind of funny. And I think we're trying to help a woman who had some issues with Glintox. So, let's see how close this is. Oh, pretty far away. Might as well just fast travel. Maybe find one of those metal flowers along the way, because it looks like it's pretty close. We learned a little bit about Red Maw as well, which appears to be a machine that has done a lot of damage, and a lot of hunters have tried to take it down and have come up unsuccessful. Okay. Looks like we're just going straight. We have 2 skill points. Probably will find some good things once we get to 3, which is very soon. Okay, we are right by that flower. Maybe even right on top of it. Definitely could use some medicinal herbs. Running a little low on that. There's the metal flower, right underneath the bridge. Nice. Okay, looks like Lone Light is not too far away.
About time you showed up.
Introduced.
More Glenhawks incoming.
Oh boy.
More coming.
fool!
Here we go.
For the contact!
Down you go.
Form up and fight back!
Okay, I think we got them.
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
Seems like they're coming from upriver. I could track them back to the source, but if more come here,
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
Okay, not too far away. Hopefully we can find some herbs along the way, because we are pretty low.
Saving these for the trail.
Really close to another metal flower, which is awesome. Like right on top of it.
These will keep.
Okay, looks like we got some more Glintox upriver.
More Glintox.
is the green thing on that one? Still got, looks like to be a snap maw.
No space.
A lot of snap
There's
maws.
snap maw carcasses everywhere. No
Interesting.
wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here.
A lot of them, too. I wonder what happened here, exactly.
Anything my focus could reveal. Whoever did this must have left amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow.
Okay, let's follow these tracks.
These must be the snap maw hunters. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough snap maw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
No one wins if we fight. Surely we can reach a compromise somewhere short of death?
We've been harvesting snap maw hearts for days. I only need one more, and then I can settle my debt and save our home.
If I get the last heart, do you promise to stay away?
It's a good deal. Yabasha took a hard hit with that last one.
Okay, fine. We need the shards.
I'll do this for you once, and once only. Stay here till I get back. Closing in on... I'm picking up another signal.
Looks like we got some snap maw down there. And some broadheads, maybe? Or striders, okay. You can use this rock for cover.
Makes this a little easier.
Go. See if we can get a heart out of that.
Low and quiet does it.
Looks like we got another one following us. Oh boy. We had a snap maw heart. Okay, let's see our inventory.
Got it. Now to bring this back to those hunters.
I feel like there was another snap maw. There we go. 1 and 2. Oh, there's also a tall neck nearby. Maybe we should take care of that tall neck first.
I must be closing in on the signal.
Maybe next time, because there are a lot of people there. Let's take care of this mission first and then head on back on over.
Keep quiet now. There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy.
Okay, so we have 3 skill points. We can do a strike from below, dodge prowess, but might be good for a longer dodge. Arm traps, machine repair, hoarder, increase resource inventory slots by 20%. That's pretty good too. But I feel like we might want a bigger dodge. There we go. It's kind of like a big old cat. Kind of cool.
Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
So now we can take care of that tall neck situation.
Have to climb up to the tall neck's head.
Wow, look at that view though. Got the mountains on both sides. Got a corruptor here. Forgot that they threw boulders at you.
What are they doing here?
Quite a lot of them as well. There we go. Right up here.
It looks like they're trying to capture the Tolmec. Haven't you got anything better to do?
Okay, just a couple more to go. By a couple, I mean a lot. Okay, we got that guy. Okay, we've got a Deathbringer gun here. Should make things a lot easier.
Not much use without it.
Oh. Okay, I think just 2 more to go.
The shadow commands it. Bleed them.
It comes!
And there we are. Okay, let's see which part we need to be at to get to that tall neck. Maybe right up here. Okay, it looks like we just missed that one. Let's try going on this one.
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck.
There we go.
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
Maybe Talana should have watched this part. She might have liked it. And we opened up more of the map. Okay, let's go over to the lodge and talk to Talana real quick.
Only the finest goods.
The machines grow bolder.
By the sun, I'll be beat by the time this is done.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements, and Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it would bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora,
Pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the Lodge all the days to follow.
I do.
Members of the Lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
We got the Tear Blaster weapon box. Tear Blaster charge ammo.
This is a good day.
What's Red Maw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it still bears the marks of over a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Red Maw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the Lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the Lodge. My father and brother were both Hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in the massacre. They should be honored as Hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
How did your family come to be members of the Lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the Lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them. And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry. What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
He didn't want you to die with them.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially by the man who benefited most from their deaths, Assis. Now that you're a thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a thunderjaw and a stormbird?
You want me to go trophy hunting?
You're not just any thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
Okay, nice. Deadliest game, level 18. Gather a Stormbird trophy and a Thunderjaw trophy. Well, that'll be fun. I think before we wrap this on up, we should talk to Legan.
2 new thrushes in one day. Makes a hawk proud.
Can you tell me what happened during the massacre?
A terrible time. King Jiran purged loyal subjects and traitors alike throughout the Sundom. He even called out members of our lodge.
Why?
Some spoke out against the killing. And when the soldiers came for them, we all objected. And for that crime, those who were not arrested were forced to watch our comrades murdered in the Sun Ring. I shouldn't say more.
Please, tell me what happened that day in the Sun Ring.
Normally, victims of the Sun Ring fell within minutes as the crowd cheered their deaths. But not with our hawks. They stood alone against wave after wave of machines. Hours passed, the men taking turns fighting as the others rested. The crowd's mood turned, rallying around our men. Some of them left, their bloodlust unsated. We members stayed and watched till nightfall.
What happened in the Sun Ring at nightfall?
The sun had set, and only firelight and the glow from the machines lit the ring. It was then the court released a behemoth. Several hawks at once jumped into the ring to fight alongside the condemned. They had snuck in their weapons. I wish I had as well. The machine didn't discriminate. It crashed into the stand, devastating spectator and fighter alike. It was a slaughter.
And how did the battle in the Sun Ring come to an end?
Talana's father climbed atop of the behemoth and with one well-placed spear destroyed it, just as a second knocked him to his death. Her brother and the others fought this second behemoth, falling one by one as they put themselves between the beast and the stands. And so we and the spectators were saved. Those who had once cheered for their deaths thanked the dying men for their very lives.
What a brave end. And how terrible that no one speaks of it. Who else just became a thrush?
Arctic. I see him rising to the top very quickly. He reminds me of myself at his age.
What will you say when I bring in a Thunderjaw trophy?
That's a wonderful goal. Perhaps you can have Arctic give you some tips.
Do you know where Redmaw is?
I do not. Rumor of it spreads quickly within the lodge. As soon as it is spotted, it disappears again. I must say I'm surprised by your achievements. Bringing in a stalker already.
Save your surprise. I'm just getting started.
Okay, I think we'll be wrapping up our episode here. We are past 40 minutes, but it's definitely pretty interesting to learn more about the hunting lodge and about the hunters themselves, or the hawks, I should say. And I think we are getting closer and closer to Redmaw, which is very intriguing. Should be a pretty fun challenge. Okay, so it looks like in our next one we'll be looking for some trophy hunting of a Stormbird and a Thunderjaw. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be talking again real soon.